Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Bachelor. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more details videos. Kelsey Anderson shares role Voodoo doll, played winning Joey's heart. Kelsey Anderson gave Joey Graziadei a voodoo doll on night 1 in the Bachelor mansion. Did it play a role in her winning his heart? Keep reading to find out what the newly engaged couple say about it. Kelsey Anderson gives Joey Graziadei voodoo doll. Nearly every Bachelor and Bachelorette contestant uses a shtick on night 1 to make a memorable first impression on the lead. Season 28 finalist Daisy Kent drove a red truck with a Christmas tree in the back up the Bachelor mansion driveway. She grew up on a Christmas tree farm. Jen Tran zoomed up to the mansion in a go-kart. She was recently named the next Bachelorette lead, so she certainly made an impression on the network. Joey Graziadei's eventual fiancé, Kelsey Anderson, had one of the most unique introductions. She presented him with a voodoo doll. Kelsey is from New Orleans, a city at the heart of superstitions and magic. Did it help her win his heart? Joey Graziadei and Kelsey Anderson spilled all kinds of tea after they were allowed to go public with their romance. Kelsey opened up about their first kiss that viewers didn't see. Joey revealed that he kept a token of his front-runner close to him throughout the competition. He said that he convinced the show's producers to give him the voodoo doll, and he kept it with him at all times. Did it help her win? Kelsey joked to the Philadelphia Inquirer that the doll is why she won. In reality, she said she only made it the day before filming, so there wasn't any real voodoo in the doll. But she does think it may have played a role. I do think it made me stick out, and it gave him a real easy way to remember me. Joey said in response, it was perfect. As far as I know, there's no magic on that thing, but who knows? More luck comes Bachelor couples' way. A recent Disney event brought stars from various ABC shows together in one place. Joey Graziadei and Kelsey Anderson had a chance to meet one of their favorite actresses. Joey shared a snapshot on his Instagram story of him and his fiancée posing with Grey's Anatomy star Ellen Pompeo at the event. Do you think Kelsey Anderson's voodoo doll had anything to do with Joey Graziadei falling for her? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Trista Sutter talks terrifying times through Ryan's illness. Bachelorette Trista Sutter is sharing a big update with fans about Ryan and the struggles he continues to endure with Lyme disease. Ryan was diagnosed with the disease after months of suffering and having unanswered questions. Nobody could figure out what was happening to him. Now, as Trista shares an update on him, she is also talking about how terrifying these times have been. Keep reading to find out more. Trista Sutter gives update on Ryan's illness. Fan favorite and first ever Bachelorette Trista Sutter shared an update on how Ryan is doing as he continues to fight Lyme disease. This disease has been a topic of interest lately, as it was also what contributed to Daisy Kent losing her hearing. Trista appeared on Chris Harrison's Most Dramatic podcast to talk about life lately, including how her husband Ryan is doing with his battle with Lyme disease. In the beginning, Ryan really struggled, and they had no idea what was wrong with him. Some days he could not even get out of bed. Now, Trista shared that Ryan is doing better. She said, "He definitely has a lot of ups and downs still and really would like to feel better at least most of the time. He says he's about 80%. I would go to his doctor's appointments with him because he is so incredibly humble. So he's like, oh, I don't want to complain about whatever's going on with me, even if it's really significant." She went on to say, "I would tell his doctors, you don't understand, he has an incredibly high pain tolerance. If it was me that was going through what he's going through, I would be bedridden every single day and maybe even hospitalized. He is able to get through this because he's freaking superhuman. I don't understand it." Ryan struggles in the beginning. In the beginning, Ryan Sutter struggled. He was in a lot of pain, sleeping 16 hours a day, and had no clue what was wrong. Trista and Ryan sought out many doctors, and he completed many diagnostic tests to try and figure out what was wrong with him. His symptoms began in March 2020, and he was not officially diagnosed until May 2021. Now he uses unconventional therapy to treat his disease, including infrared sonotherapy. Some believe this treatment can help detoxify the body. Ryan also uses bee venom therapy, in which he stings himself with honeybees 3 times every other day to Ryan is doing to combat his illness is helping. He is finally feeling so much better. He continues to work as a firefighter in Denver. What do you think about Ryan's struggles with Lyme disease? Do you know someone who has suffered from this illness? Stay tuned for more updates on all your Bachelor Nation favorites. Kelsey Anderson shares the role of Voodoo doll, played in winning Joey's heart, unraveling the threads of love. In the quaint town of Bachelor, where Spanish moss hung like drapery from ancient oaks and the whispers of the river seemed to weave through the very fabric of life, there lived a woman named Kelsey Anderson. She was as mysterious as the bayou itself, with a heart as deep and complex as the murky waters that flowed through her beloved hometown. But it was her unconventional methods of love that captured the attention of all who knew her, especially when it came to winning the heart of her beloved Joey DuPont. Kelsey was not one to rely on traditional methods of courtship. She was a practitioner of the ancient art of voodoo, a tradition passed down through generations in her family. While some may have regarded voodoo with skepticism or fear, Kelsey saw it as a powerful tool for manifesting her desires and shaping her destiny. It was on a humid evening, with the scent of magnolias hanging heavy in the air, that Kelsey decided to take matters into her own hands. She had long harbored a secret affection for Joey, a rugged fisherman with a heart as wild and untamed as the bayou itself. But Joey seemed oblivious to her feelings, his attention focused solely on the bounty of the river and the mysteries it held. Determined to capture Joey's heart, Kelsey turned to her knowledge of voodoo for guidance. She sought out the advice of Mama Celeste, the wise woman of the bayou, whose knowledge of the mystical arts was legendary. Mama Celeste listened intently to Kelsey's plight, her eyes twinkling with a knowing wisdom that seemed to pierce straight through to Kelsey's soul. "You seek to win the heart of a man whose love flows as freely as the river itself," Mama Celeste said, her voice like the rustle of leaves in the breeze. "But remember, child, love cannot be forced or manipulated. It must be nurtured and cherished like the rarest of flowers." With Mama Celeste's words echoing in her mind, Kelsey set to work crafting a voodoo doll in Joey's likeness. She gathered strands of his hair, slivers of his clothing, and even a lock of his scent, weaving them together with intricate stitches and whispered incantations. As she worked, she poured her heart and soul into the doll, imbuing it with the essence of her love and longing. But Kelsey knew that the voodoo doll alone would not be enough to win Joey's heart. She understood that true love required patience, understanding, and a willingness to embrace the unknown. And so she set about weaving a tapestry of subtle enchantments, guiding Joey's heart gently towards her own. She cooked his favorite meals, leaving them on his doorstep like offerings to a lovelorn god. She whispered his name on the evening breeze, letting her words dance like fireflies in the darkness. And she showered him with kindness and affection, like rain falling softly on parched earth. Slowly but surely, Joey began to notice the subtle shifts in the currents of his heart. He found himself drawn to Kelsey in ways he couldn't explain, his thoughts filled with visions of her radiant smile and gentle touch. And as the days turned into weeks and the weeks into months, he realized that he had fallen deeply and irrevocably in love with the mysterious woman from the bayou. It was on a moonlit night, with the river singing its sweet lullaby in the background, that Joey finally confessed his love to Kelsey. They stood beneath the ancient oaks, their hearts laid bare before each other like fragile treasures waiting to be discovered. "I never knew love could be so powerful," Joey whispered, his eyes shining with a newfound clarity. "But with you, Kelsey, it feels like magic." And as they embraced beneath the stars, Kelsey knew that her journey had been worth every twist and turn, every moment of doubt and uncertainty. For in the end, love had conquered all, weaving its own intricate tapestry of destiny and desire. As they walked hand in hand along the riverbank, the voodoo doll lay forgotten beneath the shadows of the ancient oaks, its role in their love story nothing more than a distant memory. For Kelsey and Joey had found something far more precious than magic or mysticism. They had found each other, their hearts entwined like the roots of the bayou itself, bound together for eternity.